Hello folks, welcome to my channel again. I'm taking the tram to the airport to catch my flights from Bremen to Paris with a short stop over in Amsterdam. For the first leg, I'm flying with KLM on the Embraer 190 operated by the charter airline called German Airways. For the second leg, I'm flying with AirFrance on an Airbus A320. These two flights are booked under one booking, as KLM and AirFrance were actually merged in 2004. KLM and AirFrance give the passenger one free 23 kilo baggage and generously 12 kilo carry-on baggage. After the checking was done smoothly, I'm heading directly to the security. 20 minutes before the departure time, we were called for boarding. Today, we are flying on a Brazilian airliner Embraer 190. The ticket is issued by KLM, but the aircraft is operated by the charter airline German Airways. Soon you will see that the furniture inside the aircraft is actually from KLM. The Embraer is with the config 22. This is actually the first time that I fly with this aircraft with this specific configuration. As I'm a short person, 1.63 m, the legroom is super spacious for me, and I can easily stretch my legs. You can see the seats are decorated by KLM. The table gives enough space and is quite sturdy. The seats can be reclined but with a small angle, not a big deal for just a 1-hour flight. At 6:20 AM, we are pushing back for taxiing on time. But then, as we are on a runway, the pilot announced that we have to go back to the gate due to a technical issue with the exit door. We have to wait about more than an hour for the technician to come and check the issue. As I originally just have about 2 hours transit for my connecting flight, let's cross the finger that I could make it. In the meantime, the crew hands out a little snack to us. After about 90 minutes waiting, we're finally in a position for takeoff. According to my understanding the rules of the pilot, I thought that the snack handed out by the crew was like compensation for the delay, and during the flight we would receive the complimentary snacks. But no, it was actually all what we got in the entire flight. Exploring the magazine of KLM is kind of fun. We can see the roadmap of KLM and its alliances in SkyTeam. After about 15 minutes in the sky, we are starting landing in Schiphol International Airport. It is a very bumpy landing since we don't have good weather over Amsterdam. It was not a nice flight for me with KLM due to the annoying delay and very average service of the crew. Now I only have about 30 minutes to the departure time of my next flight. Hopefully the gate for the next flight is not too far. Noted that Schiphol is also a very big airport. Hectic transit in Schiphol is not a convenient experience at all. Being one of the busiest airports in Europe and also in the world, Schiphol is always full of people everywhere. Thankfully, I reached the gate C5 on time at the moment that everybody is preparing for boarding. This is our aircraft today, AirFrance Airbus A320, Foxtrot Golf Kilo X-Ray Hotel, 21 years old. Boarding was very confusing and chaotic. The cabin crew at the front is very nice and friendly. Here you can see the typical config of this narrow-body Airbus. The legroom on this aircraft is quite cramped, much more narrow than on the Embraer 190. If you are more than 170 cm tall, you definitely have to struggle a little bit with this legroom. The seat is equipped with a study tray table, together with a cup holder. The headrests can be folded from both sides. The seat comes with a storage basket under the tray table as always. Very strange that only the light at our seat row suddenly comes off. The crew seems not to notice this. In the front of the armrest is the USB charger if you want to charge your devices. Now it's time for takeoff. It's already 20 minutes behind the schedule. Here you can see the flaps are set in 10 degrees for takeoff. The flight takes about 1 hour 20 minutes from Amsterdam to Paris. Today is definitely not a great day to fly with this weather. The last flight has a bumpy landing, this one has a bumpy takeoff. Even though the sign implies there's Wi-Fi on board, I can't truly get connected. After about 15 minutes into the flight, the crew gives us a small snack and a bottle of water. The attitude of the male crew member who hands out me the snack somehow annoys me a bit. I tried to ask him whether there's more option to drink besides water. He stood and stared at me without saying anything until I finally gave up and said, "Okay, just give me water." Definitely I would not expect something like that from Air France. Long after that, we start our descent to Paris. Honestly, these two flights for me are kind of under average due to their services. And these two flights have no way to compete with Asian airlines when operating international short-haul flights. It's somehow uncool that the European passengers have to accept this as the standard for every intra-European flight. Even the ticket price is not that adequately reasonable. Welcome to Charles de Gaulle International Airport in Paris. That's the end of the video today. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Goodbye!